Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michael and this is Happy Ghost Reacts. Today I will be continuing my Mob Psycho 100 reaction series with Season 1, Episode 7 called Exaltation. I've obtained loss. Last episode was about an 80% Mob's brother and 20% Mob. Let's talk about Mob's portion first since it's the shortest. Well, in short, he continues to get used by people, but he does address to Reagan his guilt about the situation that had previously happened with Teru and the whole thing, and using his powers, and he even confirmed my thing about saying that this thing happens when he gets knocked unconscious. And when it happened as a kid, he was thrown against a wall, and against Teru, he was choked until he passed out. Then the telepathy club leader is using him to try and find like other people, and I think he does, because there was that suspicious figure in a big coat that they kind of blacked out the face and the underneath clothing and all that, and it had a red aura, so I assume that's somebody that's going to come back up at some point. But yeah, then we jump over to, actually I'll use a certain scene for like a transition. The guy who, I'm so bad with names, so I'm just describing. The guy who I say looks like Metal Bat from One Punch Man. He on the stairs was talking with Mob and he apologized, but then one of his group members throws him some crap and then he starts yelling at him. Now the transition over to his brother. His brother, and I didn't notice this until I was editing last episode, the reason that he was talking like the delinquent and stuff in the board meeting for the school council was because he misunderstood the situation. Mob was just scared in the moment, but he really wasn't even like doing anything to Mob. He was apologizing. He's actually doing a good thing. He felt bad for getting him wrapped up in that situation with Black Vinegar Middle School, and he went out of his way to apologize. And then his brother misinterpreted the situation, only have seen part of it, and then the following with the girl's recorders and making him look like a pervert and all this stuff. Absolutely disgusting scene. It's unfortunate. People make mistakes. We even learned he was like a perfect attendance student. He showed up. Yeah, I mean, maybe he's a physical person and a troublemaker, but like, who I suppose is to determine who a delinquent student is when they show up to class? What they do outside of the class, I guess, shouldn't impact their status of how they hold themselves in class, if that makes sense. That's just my interpretation of this. But yeah, then we follow his brother even longer, to which this very rich man misidentifies him as Mob and invites him to come back to his lab to improve his Esper powers. Come to find out, there I think was 5 in total other people there, all with the different forms of psychic ability. And then we kind of see a the way it starts out is we learned an episode or two ago that he wishes that he had Mob's power, and Mob wishes he had what his brother had. So he constantly has this internal fight about wishing he was a psychic, and he kind of like bites on to this idea that maybe he does have something, and this program could help him in some way. And then he, after that scene with the recorders and all that, he's like looking into the spoon, and he throws the spoon on the ground, and yeah, he leaves, admitting that he's not who he was saying he was, and that he's not even a psychic. To which then we jump back in after a scene that's after that to one of the other psychic people that we met, and then the rich guy. And there's guys like, he does have psychic powers because that whole spoon was mangled. It was like completely crushed, and a normal person can't do that by just throwing a spoon. So, and then that even like it solidifies it with the last scene of the episode being our boy Dimple coming back somehow. I'm sure we're gonna find out this episode where he's been. Maybe not. Maybe he's just gonna come back into the story. But our boy Dimple's back, and Mob's brother can see him, which means that he does have a connection of that type. So that essentially means he's a psychic, from my understanding. So I'm curious if he's gonna find out through this rich guy, or he's going to have an accidental moment of power again, but this time actually catch himself in it. And I wonder if we're going to see more of Mob and that guy with the red aura around him that we saw. I think that's everything I want to talk about before we jump into this episode. So let's jump in now to see what happens next after all that stuff I just talked about. Let's go.
What's that?
Okay, jumping in right at the end of last episode. Our boy Dimple.
The rumors going around about Mob, who had bested Hanazawa, shadow leader of Black Vinegar Middle School, started to take on a life of their own.
Ooh. White tea poison?
This was the title given to Mob, whose identity had yet to be revealed.
Rumors in schools spread like wildfire.
I'll be the one to defeat him.
Oh.
I'm gonna defeat this poison guy, make him admit that I'm the best.
So the next target is Salt Middle School.
Man, why does every middle school have a gang and a gang leader?
Thanks for the help.
Dimple!
Somehow, I managed to make it back from the particle level all by myself.
Woo!
I know what needs to be done.
Is he gonna beat him on the ground too?
Shake hands?
I have to exercise it.
Exercise it?
You've only recently awakened your psychic powers, right?
What?
Yes! Yes!
Go ahead. You should be able to do that now, just like your brother.
I shouldn't get my hopes up.
He's got some other form of psychic abilities.
It's...
You gonna throw the spoon in anger again?
Dimple! It's not bending!
Hey, relax, kid.
What the...
Is it when he gets angry?
Join me, little Ritsu. Join me and I'll help you surpass your brother.
Ooh.
Surpass my brother?
Dimple's back not to being a cool guy anymore. He's got malicious intent.
Be more powerful than Shige?
Aww.
Now how about you close your eyes and relax your entire body?
Prepare for possession, you fool! Now your body's mine for the taking!
Oh boy.
What? I possessed him, but I can't control him?
He's got dimples now?
Yamazaki, Year 2, Class 4. I'd like a word with you. Huh?
They're just going down the list of all of him and his gang members.
Rumors going around that you're stealing the girls' gym clothes.
Oh, they... Now is gym clothes?
Simply admit Onigawara ordered you to do these things. If you comply, you're merely another victim. Sound good?
Oh, man.
Ritsu, your power's growing even more.
I see. Corruption and guilt. Those are the things that become fuel for my powers.
That sucks.
Wait, is his personality changing too?
Seems personality changes happen. It's very interesting.
I heard from Kamuro that you're the one who's been planning all that false evidence around. Tell me, are you the one who framed us?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Dimple.
Leave it to me.
Even if I did do such a thing...
Oh, now he's using his powers.
Who in the hell do you think we are?
Seeing his brother with Dimple's red cheeks is very weird. Reminds me of Teru.
A fight? Scary. But isn't that guy's hair like totally amazing? Check it out. You're right. Whoa.
Is that him? Speak of?
Hey, you there.
Yeah, speak of.
What's up?
That's...
I think you've done enough.
150% from 0. What is that hair?
Special. It's hard looking at someone who reminds me of the way I used to be.
Are they about to fight now?
Don't mess with this guy. He's not someone you can beat.
I'm sure he's not much different from the people at the Awakening Lab. I want to size
No,
up our
he's-
powers.
Oh,
Ritsu, you
interesting.
don't do it.
Why, thank you for the handshake. I'm Teruki Hanazawa. Pleasure.
Ooh.
Try to fight him. Let go now.
Having trouble standing, are you? You're so young.
His hair is so funny. It's a wig.
Little boy, do you have a moment?
Is somebody else trying to use him? Oh, that's something that just constantly happens in this show.
Heart and soul into making it a one-of-a-kind. Anyone who buys this item will surely be blessed. Now, it normally goes for about 2.5 million yen, but I'll make you a deal. 800,000 yen just for you.
I don't.
I wonder if this is haunted.
Isn't over yet, kid. Hey, why
Why
don't
are
you
you trying to scam a kid?
Texture feels so nice. Here.
I can't really tell. That was close.
How did he...
Oh, is it like a scam?
Oh, what a run of bad luck. Did you break that, sir? Do you have a phone?
This is some sort of like insurance or money scam.
Now, what are you doing, Mob? Why'd you make me come down here anyway? You know I'm taking a meeting soon.
Would you happen to be this boy's guardian, sir?
Oh, I get it.
It's 5 million.
Yeah, he recognizes it. It's a
Huge piece of junk.
yeah, they con me.
Oh, you totally cracked my clavicle! That's gonna cost you, my friend! The hospital will fix me up for about 1 million yen.
You can't be serious, you dumbass. That's outrageous.
Verbal abuse causes psychological damage, so that's gonna be another 1 million.
Con man versus con man.
You frayed my shirt. And that's 1 more million for garment damage. Now that's equal to what he owes you for the vase. I'm no stranger to the kind of business you guys are running. Come on, Mob, let's go.
Man, being up front, but Mob doesn't catch it.
I hear strange noises at night. Weird things keep popping up in pictures. Doors open and shut on their own. It becomes unbearable. Who knows? The spirit might have transferred to you guys by now. Be careful when you go to bed tonight.
Interesting. What is going on?
Hey, you shook the building to scare them, didn't you?
Nuh-uh. I thought all that was you sending the evil spirit after those two. Wait a second. Are you saying you couldn't see?
Come on.
There was a spirit there.
I can't believe them. Con artists are terrible people. The worst of the worst.
Yeah. Yep.
What are you doing on campus, Onigawara? Infiltrating the school when you haven't been showing up to class?
No, but I can't stay at home. If I do, my mom will ask me why I'm not.
Listen to me, President. Onigawara didn't do what you think he did.
Should I?
Yeah, because he's running with him. He was running with him. This is his alibi.
It never ends. The problems pile up one after another.
So who are
Oh, one of the guys who want to challenge Mob.
I'll deal with him, President. That should settle things.
Yeah.
Whoa! Hey! Are you the guy that knocked out Kenzaki?
Huh?
Who's better known as
Uh-oh.
White Tea Poison?
What are you? I was just watching. I didn't.
And who the hell is White Tea Poison?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, you deserve that.
Enough. It's time to stop this.
Man, you look awful.
This is all
Yeah.
your fault. I became a victim because of you. You taught a gang leader from another school a lesson. Don't you understand?
If that's true, then so be it. He got what was coming to him.
I mean, you deserve this.
You're kidding me. No, not again.
Are you that White Tea Poison guy?
Hey, karma sucks, dude.
It seems the puppet's been broken. The school is finally clean.
So now what you gonna do? You know thugs from other schools.
Man, he
are
is
gonna
high
keep
on
showing
power
up.
now.
With these powers, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, high on
You could
power.
be a psychic superstar.
Dimple, you're trying to use me as well, aren't you?
Yep.
What are you talking about, Ritsu? We're partners. I'm on your side.
Man, why are all of these gang leaders coming at the same time?
Oh, here they come.
More than usual today.
I told you.
I came to see what was going on, and of course.
Are you that white tea poison guy who beat Hanazawa and Kenzaki?
What? Is he pretending to be Kageyama?
I mean, technically he is a
Things will
Kageyama.
finally be settled once I deal with you guys. So let's just say you found your man.
It looks like I'm gonna have to ask him about this myself.
I found something interesting. I believe he's the one you were looking for. I'll apprehend him and head back. But before that, I should
Oh yeah,
watch
the
for a
guy
bit and
with
see
the
how
red
good
aura.
he is.
Possession!
Whoa!
Alright, let's get this over with.
Don't stop! Go get them, you chickens! We would, but we can't move.
Hey Dimple, let's go all out.
Whoa!
Now's my chance!
Whoa!
Your magic tricks won't work on me. White tea poison.
Dang!
What's going on here? Is white tea poison doing that?
Maybe, but he can't stop all of us. Let's charge
He
him.
did just stop everybody before you.
Don't worry, I won't judge any of you. I've come to understand something. When people wander from the right path in their lives, there usually isn't any reason. I guess it's always been that way. I'm facing enemies that have lost the will to fight, moving forward for the sake of violence. There's no reason there.
Man, he really has changed. There's like this whole thing
Freedom is
with
strong,
how these
boundless,
psychics
and I'm
present
much freer
themselves to
than all of you.
like Mob
You asked?
and him.
I'll tell you. Because I've lost my limits. I've obtained loss.
And Teru comes in. No,
It's
Mom.
you. What are you doing, Ritsu?
Ooh. Ooh. Mob walks in last second. Ooh, I'm excited. I want to know what happens next already. This episode was pretty good. We learned that he is a psychic, which I mean, obvious once he was able to see Dimple. Dimple and him are working together, and that's only because Dimple is no longer strong enough to be able to possess somebody like he did the original Dimple guy that we met him as. But yeah, he kind of becomes a conduit for his powers, and similar to Mob, while Mob is a natural psychic, he also has a power boost of his his psychic abilities whenever he's angry or upset. His brother, on the other hand, is when he's, I guess, disgusted and like, I mean, he even said that the phrase as well as the title, like a loss. Like he's finally not being himself, and that big change has kind of been the spark to create this psychic abilities to come to fruition. When we first got it revealed, he was angry and threw the spoon. When he got angry again, with all of the spoons and forks in front of him, they just naturally all just twisted, and that was just like, I'm assuming, uncontrollable power in that moment. But it's very interesting, and over this episode, he's kind of honed his abilities to a point, with Dimple's help. So I wonder how long he's going to need Dimple, because even Dimple says that they've been there all along. He just needs to learn how to use them. So I'm assuming once he learns how to use them, Dimple won't be necessary to possess him to enhance his psychic abilities. I wonder if him and Mob, I'm assuming obviously this is going to go bad to start. Mob's going to be very disappointed and very upset because he's breaking the #1 rule Mob follows, just to not use it on humans. That is all he's done, is he's used it on humans from the get-go. But yeah, I wonder if him and his brother are gonna fight. I wonder if he's gonna get shown by his brother. I doubt it. I don't know. This show is so unpredictable and puts Mob in such drastic situations that I wouldn't put it past wouldn't put it past it that Mob will have to fight his brother because his brother is going to force him, kind of in the same way that Teru does. Or maybe he's going to fight Teru. I don't know. But then there's also that hooded, mysterious figure that was standing up on the top, who I believe it was exactly one episode prior to this one. Mob saw him with like a red aura around him, and we still haven't like seen who he is, but we've heard his voice, and that somebody is somebody a greater being, I guess, for lack of a better way of explaining it, is searching or investigating Mob's brother. And then he said he was waiting until after the encounter with all of the high school gangs and gang leaders that he would step in. So I wonder if this is going to happen next episode, even though Mob is there. I'm very curious to see where this goes. Mob's going to realize Dimple's still alive, which is going to be an interesting thing. There's just so much that's going to happen next episode, I assume, or start to be unpacked in the next episode between the two brothers. And I'm excited to see it happen. So I think that's everything I want to talk about. Thank you very much for sticking around for the end of the episode discussion, if you do. And without further ado, I think that is it. So I hope that you all have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time with the next episode of Mob Psycho 100, peace.